Welcome back to Midday. We're joined now by Tom Friedman from the Kamloops Film Society. How are you?
Great. It's nice to meet you, Stephanie.
Nice to meet you too. Yeah. And you bring in some amazing films here into town.
We try our best.
Yeah, and you guys have a great one that is coming to Paramount tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow night. It's a documentary,
yep.
and we try to have a range of different kinds of films, comedy, drama,
yep.
Canadian, international, and people enjoy documentaries.
Yeah.
This focuses on the film reviewer, probably the biggest name film reviewer
yep.
of the late 20th century,
yep.
Roger Ebert.
Yeah, that's incredible. Yeah. And you're saying this movie is called Life Itself. It's been to some other film festivals already, got rave reviews.
It got incredible reviews. I haven't seen so many rave reviews for a documentary.
Yeah.
But part of it is because Ebert really set a tone for movie reviewing over, 30 years. And what's beyond just his reviewing of films is a lot of filmmakers feel that films were starting to be made to
just to be criticized by him.
criticized positively by him, which is really influential when you consider that.
Exactly, and everybody listened to what he had to say about movies.
Absolutely.
So if he said a movie was not good, then they knew that they were in bigger trouble.
That's right, exactly.
We have the trailer for this movie called Life Itself here. We'll play it right now.
Let's move on to a movie now that's one of the most brilliant, weird, and unusual American documentary films I've seen in a long time.
Roger Ebert was the definitive mainstream film critic in American cinema.
He's been writing for half of the history of feature films. Roger was a mature writer early on.
He's written over a dozen books.
He wrote a novel.
He won a Pulitzer Prize.
How on earth did Roger Ebert write Beyond the Valley of the Dolls?
Boobs.
Beyond the Valley. You know, this is a title.
Roger was a good addition, but he also could take it.
He is a nice guy, but he's not that nice.
It's Thriller Week on Siskel and Ebert in the movies, and we've got 3 new ones.
Sound a little excited, Gene.
Sound less excited, Roger.
Roger Ebert and Gene Siskel were the most powerful critics of all time.
The perfect matching of opposites.
Even though Roger wrote Beyond the Valley of the Dolls, Gene lived the life.
These were towering figures clashing.
It was, I'm going to crush you.
You give Benji the Hunter a positive review.
That's totally unfair because you realize
they almost didn't care what anyone else thought as long as they could try to persuade the other.
This morning I confessed that I am a sick person. 3 years ago, I felt a lump under my chin, and it turned out to be cancer.
That's incredible. There's a lot of stuff there that I didn't know about him, and I loved watching them, even as a child. They used to argue. I loved when they would argue.
They always argued.
Yeah, they had such a good chemistry.
First, they were first on PBS.
Yeah.
And it was kind of small audience.
Yeah.
And then suddenly they were syndicated. And as the director, Steve James, says, they were the most influential film reviewers. And Ebert's life is really interesting because of that screenwriting he did for that Russ Meyer's film, Beyond the Valley of the Dolls. And they gave him a hard time.
Yeah.
You saw a little clip of Martin Scorsese, and he provides some input from a director's perspective on what Ebert really meant to cinema.
Yeah.
And, this towering figure in terms of reviewing. And also, I find just from viewing the trailer, and I'm sure the documentary deals with this, this is also a cultural study of the late 20th century in the United States.
Yeah.
What, not only about film, but about what was going on in the broader community.
Right. That's amazing. This looks like a great film. And so it's tomorrow night only at Paramount Theater.
Yeah, one screening, 7 p.m.
Yep.
We advise people to buy their tickets in advance. We don't want people standing out in the cold.
I know, it's freezing.
Night.
It's better if you get them online. You get them at your website there, KamloopsFilmSociety.ca.
And just /tickets.
Okay.
You can also every week go to Movie Mart at 444 St. Paul. Get tickets there. You can also go to the theater tonight and get advance tickets if you want. But the screening is tomorrow night at 7 p.m.
At 7 p.m. Right on. That sounds very awesome. I might have to stop by and see if I can get a babysitter and check it out.
Very good.
Everybody loves Roger Ebert.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Thank you so much for coming in today.
Thanks, Stephanie.
Hope you can warm up there.
Yes,
yeah, so don't stay in line. Get your tickets online at KamloopsFilmSociety.ca. We're going to be back with more Midday right after this.